Yeah, that sounds accurate. Yeah, that's accurate. That's exactly how she used to dance.
Or this lady?
This lady, that's exactly how she used to dance.
Yeah. So I saw this video. It's essentially a bunch of people asking their parents to dance like they used to dance back in the day when they were at parties.
Throw a punch in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hit them with the two-step. Yeah, with the two-step. Hey. Hey. Let's go. Yes. Always start with the right arm. You can't do nothing else. Yeah. Hit him with the back step.
And you know this guy, when he's doing that moonwalk, when he did that shit at parties, he was getting put.
Oh yeah, that backslide?
He was getting put. Yeah, he was sliding right in that poom poom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Girls were like, oh, you can dance.
Yeah, he hit that backslide so smoothly too. It's like he was waiting for them kids. Oh, let me show them kids. Let me show you how it's done.
You know what? They should just put this. They should just put the caption, "How I Met Your Mother," and just show this shit.
Hey, let's go out. Feel free, let's go.
Okay, we got one of them shufflers. This is like house.
Yes, but that she's not that old. I'm saying she's not that old because she's probably my age. Yep.
Nah, she in her 50s, bro. She in her 50s, going into her 60s. That's Eastern European, but I dye my hair.
Yes, that's me.
40. Nice try. They age different. But I saw this video, and coupled with another report I saw recently where like young people
don't dance no more.
They don't know what parties are.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
You see it when you go out. Saw what they saw, like the lady that was shuffling. I saw that. Mm-hmm. And then it transitions into something else.
Sure.
Because I'm still outside.
Right. So tell me about what is that you saw?
Oh my God. Back then?
Yeah, just share your thoughts. You know, they want to hear from you.
Back then was amazing. You'd like to have a little dirty session. What I'm going to talk about a dirty session is you go to a club, right, or bar. It's not the most lit club. Like what I'm talking about lit, not what you young ones are talking about lit. I'm talking about the actual light, okay? It was not the most lit club. It was dim. You used to dance with someone. You could dance with that person all night long and never see that motherfucker again. There was no numbers, no exchange, no nothing. You go your way, I go my way. I never see you again. But at the time, it was a good time. It was a great time. All the songs and shit. Woo! Yeah. Amazing.
Times have changed. People have changed. But your parents still got it. You don't forget that. I actually went to my mom's closet the other day. This is not like a sexuality thing. And just seeing her outfits from the 80s just makes me laugh. In fact, I used that for Halloween.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hold on. So this jacket, okay? It got shoulder pads.
It had to have shoulder pads.
Now,
Nah, your mama look fresh in that shit.
Listen.
Yo, your mama look fresh in that shit.
Listen, okay?
Yo.
Shout out to my mom. Now, if you guys don't understand, my mom, I'll put up some footage of her. She's like a hijabi, quiet woman. She lives a decent life. Okay, go. Buzzy. But back in the day, I heard stories about her and my pops. What parties they used to go to, how they used to get down. And just imagining my quiet mom just being like, Ante, men fell.
Getting that shit on.
But I'm just trying to say, they knew how to enjoy themselves because that era was all about it. And you couldn't just dull yourself and make yourself feel comfortable with social media at home or browsing on TikTok all night. You had to go out if you wanted to feel some sense of contentment. I feel like oftentimes we deny ourselves some experiences because it was like, it's a bother.
Yeah.
It's a chore. I don't want to put in the effort. And we just prefer to just do nothing at home and just like fucking vegetate or like scroll social media.
Couldn't be me.
But nah, some of my most fond memories was going on. I have like vivid New Year's Eve, random house parties that I think back to and I'm like, man, I'll never forget those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have social media, so the only time that we have to talk with people, touch grass, is we had to go out. The awkwards, the loud, the not so loud, we were out. We was outside.
You know, it's so funny. Nowadays, it's like a personality trait to say, I don't party. Oh, I don't like partying. I'm one of the people. Like now it's a cool thing.
Yes.
To say you don't leave your house. You don't go to parties. It's like I would never do that.
Yeah.
But to me,
It's
it's
like
always
saying I don't have
ironic
tattoos.
because, like, for a long time, going out was the best.
Mandatory.
It wasn't mandatory because even my generation.
Sure, you're right. You're right. No, you're right.
It was never mandatory, but it was never seen as like a bad thing because it wasn't. People would genuinely go out and dance. They would have a good time. It wouldn't just be we're getting wasted or whatever. No, we're enjoying ourselves.
I mean, people were getting wasted, but it was a good time.
It was a good time.
It was a good time.
And it was also a good way to bond with your friends because here you are as a group going out. You guys rely on each other. You check in on each other. You help each other out. If y'all both saw a girl y'all liked or girls y'all liked, you guys would go in as a group. So those would be bonding experiences. But also it was a good way to socialize. You would meet people from different schools. You meet people from different, like, y'all don't really get that chance anymore other than through online spaces.
Build that tension.
Yeah. And then over, like, I think this probably started happening closer to, like, the mid-2000s, but, like, it became cooler to, like, not dance. It became cooler to, like, I don't dance. I make money moves. And all that
in the
gay
2000s?
shit. Mid to late 2000s.
My niggas don't dance. We just pull up our pants then. Do the rock away.
Yeah.
We lean back.
Yeah, but that was not just through hip hop. It was through all cultures.
Yes.
Parties became like now a place for like the more extreme people, but it used to just be everybody. You would have the nerds who would go. You would have the jocks who would go. You'd have the popular people, the unpopular. Music would play, people would dance. And then with nightlife, nobody cared what you did at school because we're all old enough now to be in college and shit. So everybody just went out and danced. Yeah, I have very fond memories of going out to good events.
100%.
Very fond.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And like right now we have events. Oh, these sets of DJs are gonna throw an event. Back in our days, it was nights. It was recurring nights. Ooh, every Thursday, you know where to find me. Mm-hmm. I'm at that spot. Every Sunday, ice cream Sundays.
And like nowadays, they show like teens who go out and spend time with their friends has dropped like off a cliff. The chart, you see it over the years, like going out with your friends 2 times a week or more was like a 90 percentile thing back in the day. And you see with time, it just craters and craters. And it's now close to like 50% of kids. So that means 50% of kids don't even spend every week really hanging with their friends.
Oh my God, it's not even out.
But before,
it's the house parties too. Sorry, I had a flashback. Mm-hmm. When we were too young to go out, we had house parties.
I feel like the drugs are a reflection of the people and the time. Yes. Back in the day, folks enjoyed uppers. They enjoyed drugs that would make you want to move, want to do stuff. Nowadays, people talk about lean. Maybe that's 10 years ago now. But even the drugs today, a lot of it's just about like mellowing out.
Xanax and all this stuff that they take.
So that difference is felt in terms of how, and I think the music also reflects that. We dance to a lot of party music. That's why when folks still play the shit from back then, today, folks want to get up and dance. Those dances were social. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but, Little Uzi Vert might be cool, but nobody trying to do that in a large house party event. A bunch of niggas just like
but they do.
No, they don't. There's like 4 or 5 people and the rest of the niggas standing around.
Sure.
That's not
it's a house.
No.
It's not
that's a couple people who train to dance or whatever, or they kept practicing and they all do it. When dance hall was mainstream, everybody pulling up their lighters.
Don't even get me started. The
And
whole Shonda Paul era of dancehall, the era just before that. Woo!
Different time.
I could say dancehall from 92 to 2010. God,
Fire, mainstream. Now it's falling off a cliff. Nobody cares. People talk about partying like it's a bad thing, but partying is not a bad thing.
No.
I know everyone's like, oh, it's a waste of your time. No, it's not. Some kinds of parties will be a waste of your time, but the good kinds, never. It brings you closer to people. It's also like, this is a little bit of an extra step. And I say this since a lot of people who've never done it or experienced it wouldn't get it. Even when you're sober, it can be spiritual. It can almost feel like, because you know what they talk about oftentimes if you do any kind of long distance running, they talk about runner's high. A runner's high is when you run long enough, you get this euphoric feeling where pain goes away.
Yeah.
Your tiredness goes away. And you feel this like sense of like fulfillment and just nothing to do with drugs. That's running. You can get that from dancing. I've left some dance parties, you leave and your mind is just clear. You've been sweating, you know what I mean? If you're like me, you've probably gone through 4 or 5 different shirts because you sweat like a pig. And then you get out, you make sure you don't smell bad, you know what I mean? You take care of it. And then you just feel calm and you go home and like, that's why they used to have all these songs talking about like, whatever happened at work today, forget that at the door because you here to dance. You here to catch the Holy Spirit. You here to have that experience with everybody else because all we want to see you is on the dance floor. And I would be like, I resonated with that.
But have you ever been to a party where you talk about the high? Have you ever been to a party that everybody gets the high
Yeah.
at the same time. Again, we're not talking about drugs.
No.
We're talking about
I did that sober.
that. Yes.
100%.
Yes.
I don't drink. I don't drink when I go out 95% of the time.
At that point, I was not drinking. The reason I drink is because the parties became dull.
Yeah, just to make it through. And like a drink is always good to just get the edge off, like have one, but it wasn't necessary. So I don't know. I just think there's a lot to be gained from it, and we've thrown the baby out with the bathwater just because, you know, there's like bad stories about it or people don't know how to run good parties. But I've seen some people even today, they still run like these like 80s or 90s party, and it's an older crowd who shows up, and you can see people, they hips is stiff. They don't move like they used to, but they still come out and get down. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I just hope you guys get that experience someday. Like, I think that's also part of why I still like salsa dancing. I don't think salsa dancing for me reminds me of those house parties per se,
No.
but there is a certain aspect of social dancing that at the very least there's some connectivity with other people. You guys are actually trying to make eye contact, to spend time together, and that's like an art form that I feel like is just lost for others. You know, in salsa dancing, I go up, I'm like, would you like a dance? The person says yes, we share a dance, we walk away.
Yeah. Everybody's dancing.
That's
Most of the people are dancing. It's something that you don't see now.
No.
They're not trying to look cool for the gram. They're trying to nail these steps.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
But that shit was sustained, and why it still exists today versus the same way it did like in the past is because there's an underpinning culture that continues to produce music for it.
Yep.
Our music has changed, so there's no new music for this new generation to come out and dance to.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But salsa keeps making new salsa music, and the Latinos keep dancing to it and keep producing it. Same for the bachata. You go to Dominican Republic, motherfuckers are still dancing bachata. They're still making new songs. They're still loving it. So the music, being a reflection of their culture, keeps it going.
But we don't have changed, but it's not the same. Soca's like that.
Yeah.
Under the soca's. Like
House has changed too. House has become less dancey. I love house music.
Yeah.
It's become less dancey. People still dance, don't get me wrong. They dance more at house events than they do other stuff, but you definitely see the difference in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
100%.
these are just like random little tidbits, but I remember just watching the parents dance in that video and just thinking to myself, damn, that era been dead. But it was a good era.
Back in the good days.
That's it.
Anyways.
That's it. But anyways, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Anything else?
No.
All right.